right, Michael, this is what they call a hat trick. You know what a hat trick is?
That's when you pull a bunny out of a rabbit?
Nope, it's when you do a thing 3 times for some reason. So we tried playing the Anthem on a live stream. It didn't work. And then I played it with Chris, and all apologies to Chris Cox from over at oneofus.net, but I was in a bad mood, and I was like, this game is garbage. Then I played it for like the next 4 hours after he left. I was like, okay, this game isn't as much garbage as I thought. So here we are, 3rd time's a charm. Welcome back to Anthem here on Rage Select, and I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike.
And what do you want to... You want a dude or a lady voice?
Let's go with the lady.
You go with the lady voice? All right.
I think she's easier to, like, slip into the suit. Because every time I see that suit animation, it freaks me the fuck out.
It makes me feel claustrophobic as all living hell. So
women are better pilots, though. That's a fact.
Is it?
Yeah, because they don't have with G-forces, they can deal with it better than men.
Oh.
Because men's genitalia hurts way worse with G-forces. That's a fact, by the way. That's a real thing.
Okay, I did not. Things that you didn't know.
I was in Air Force ROTC, and this came up a lot.
Wow. All right. When you pull that high G turn, your nuts are gonna get fucking crushed.
Yeah, G-forces, man, they fuck with you.
So
also, legless people are great too.
Legolas?
Legless people. If you don't have legs.
Legless. I thought you said Legolas. I'm like, elves? They have elves in the Air Force?
Yes,
well, I mean,
do.
They're immortal, so they probably have more experience flying airplanes than all of us immortals.
Flying those eagles and shit.
Oh, man. I just imagine Gimli washing out of flight school at this point. Like, it's just like, yeah, you know, elves and shit. So
those axes didn't work out.
So here we go. We are in the world of Anthem. I've actually played part of this, and so we are going to go ahead. There are 3. Yeah. Shut up. There are 3 missions for this guy Matthias.
Speed run, people.
Yeah. Well, we're probably not going to get very far in this, but. I did kind of want to show it like from the beginning. Yes. Fuck off. I did want to kind of show it from the beginning. So they haven't put it in yet, but they're putting in like a run button for this first person, like in the weird place,
the lobby area.
Yeah, whatever this hub world is. So here you do your shopping and you get your quests and you do all your stuff. You know, anybody who's played an MMO before kind of knows what's going on. But there's all these little like narrative things. So this guy's going to ask us to go do something.
You'll love it. Okay, it's called the Manifold.
Paul Manifold? Oh wait, no, that's a different thing.
So do you know what a manifold is now? Now that you've played it a good chunk.
Yeah, no, I got to the end of this.
Amplify and augment the qualities of other objects.
Okay.
Never encountered one. Never knew anyone that had.
So did you ever watch? There's an episode of. Did you watch the show Red Dwarf?
Once or twice.
Okay, so there's an episode of Red Dwarf where the guy creates, or Futurama may be a better example of in Red Dwarf. There's a thing that they invent where it's like you put a thing in this box and it makes 2 copies of that thing, and one of the copies is like a good copy and one of the copies is like a bad copy. Or you know that Futurama episode where they make the benders, right? Where they have got that thing that makes 2 of smaller versions of another thing.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what the manifold is. Like, I'll tell you that.
Kind of understand that.
Okay, so in this world, what it is that this is like an artifact from like the old Master Race Super Builders or whatever, because it's one of those games, right?
The Master Builders.
Yes, the Master Builders. And they left it behind. And this Matthias guy, he wants you to go find it because it's a thing that can apparently make things like better things. And so he wants you to go find this thing and bring it back to him.
You've said thing like 12 times in that one sentence.
Okay, so the thing that I don't like...
Stop saying thing.
So when you think about the things that you like and the things that you don't like, the thing that I like is the mech suits and the Iron Man. The thing that I don't like is that this is a weird world, Michael. Like all
this
this
looks like a flea market.
Kind of like cyber medieval bizarre stuff, and that like everybody's kind of dressed like nobody's just wearing regular clothes. They're all wearing like tunics, but they're like cyber tunics and stuff. It's strange. It disconnects me a little bit from this world because I don't really understand who the fuck these people are. Now, I don't know if once you get into the main game if that's going to like make a difference, but whatever. So anyway, you've got these expeditions. You get your suit. There's a couple of different things that you can do, right?
I'm squirming in my seat from that thing still.
You can go out into the world and you can do like so these are story missions. Like this is the story mission that we've got. These are just like free play where you just roam around, do whatever you want to. And there's like
cool.
world events that happen. And then this is like a raid. So this connects you with 3 other people. You go and do this specific mission that ends with a big old boss fight.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So we're going to stick to the story for right now, but we might not be able to finish this story because when I tried playing this before with Chris, it's like I needed to... I actually needed to stop playing the mission and go level up my mech first.
Oh, okay.
So there are a bunch of different javelins. Yes, thank you. I already know this. I will tell them. And it looks like we'll only be able to use the Ranger for this one. But there's like a heavy mech. There's like a elemental mech. There's like a light mech. And then there's this one. So, and then you have all these different slots that you basically can equip different stuff into. So, it's funny. You might think Destiny, but I was thinking more like, in the later Mass Effects, the way that it's like you have a weapon, you have a sub-weapon. I'll just bring...
No, it absolutely has that sort of Mass Effect feel.
Yeah, and then it's like you have an R1 ability, which I believe is this assault launcher, right? So this is a homing missile. You have your L1 ability, which for this one is a grenade. And then I don't think you have anything that I can actually... Okay, so let's put in this armor reinforcement. This is just a static boost, right? And then support gear. Okay, good. They do have this. I don't think that when I was doing this before, I didn't have this. This is your L1 R1 ability, which
like
for
your
this
super?
one is create a big shield.
Oh.
And then you have an ultimate ability that charges up. And for him, it's like this lock on. And then, of course, you can change all the way that you could change the way your appearance looks. I'm not actually going to go into that because we don't have time for that shit. So yeah, and then you go out in the world and you do stuff, and you get like first off, I'm gonna put this to private. You get gear, and then that gear is better than the gear that you've got. No, it always wants you to go public. So you get like better guns and
Like,
stuff.
make friends, damn you. It's like, no,
No, I don't want to. Actually,
Never.
on the free roam, you can't make it private. You have to be out there with other people. And I remember I
that
ran
makes
into
sense,
some other
though.
people, and I was trying to help them, and then they shot at me, and I was like, well, all right. Guess
yeah.
you guys can all go fucking die, and I'll go get my own loot. But yeah, so you have to unlock the different mechs, and you get different loot as time goes on. The best way that I found so far to describe this is it's like Destiny meets The Division, which I know is just like a bunch of people were just like,
They could go either way depending on what it is, how you would play it.
yeah.
Like,
So
I feel like with people, that sounds like it would be great.
So I do like the flying. Like, it took me a little while to get used to it, but you can like do this, and if you stop, you can like hover in midair. And see down at the bottom, that little gauge is basically how much heat you have. So if you land, it goes away. So you fly through the world. There's a bunch of stuff. There's like some monsters that'll attack you, and then there's like some NPC raiders and stuff that will attack you. I'm just going to kind of stick to the main thrust here because I want to see if I can't get to the end of this particular mission. I don't like this. Whenever you go into an instance, it will go through a load screen. And so far, the load screens are the worst part of this game because I kind of wish that what they would do is, and this is not because I'm Jeff, but I kind of wish that they would put some fucking lore a la Dark Souls up on those loading screens because I don't know anything about this world, and it'd be cool if I could read something to explain why these people all dress like they're in a Middle Eastern bazaar in the 18th century, but then they have mech suits.
Well, hopefully that's just the beta thing.
Yes, I agree. I hope that they explain more when it comes to the full game. So what we're doing right here is basically there's a door that we want to open, and there's this device that this raider faction is used to open the door. And so we're going to look at it, but then we need to go back out and kill a bunch of raiders in order to power it up. So.
Okay.
Strange box. Could we use it?
You have to know how to activate it.
There's a Dominion camp close by. Perhaps we'll find a clue there.
Yeah, the Iron Man vibe is strong, and with their flying and everything.
Yep.
You're more like War Machine, I guess, with all your guns.
The cool thing that I didn't actually see coming was that the L1, R1, and then L1, R1 abilities, when you get your loot, you can actually get loot that you can slot into those slots. so you can change your ability loadout, and like
Oh.
each one of the mechs has a different type of ability. Like this mech for your circle button has this kind of like dodge move, which is all right. For the elemental mech, that's a teleport, and for the ninja mech, like the super light mech, you actually dodge like 3 times, and then for the heavy mech, you actually pull out a gigantic shield, and that mech has like a taunt ability that you can use to like get other people to kind of come close to you. So the mechs do feel quite different from each other. Now the problem that I have right now is the fact that it's still very much kind of a like, some guys go down in one hit, and some guys it's like you got to shoot the fuck out of them before they'll die.
Yeah.
You also have a melee. I didn't talk about that. You smack stuff around. And then enemies will drop health, and they also drop ammo. All of the mechs have this like Halo basically shield health system that you can see in the upper left-hand corner, where when your shield goes down, then you start taking damage.
It's even the same color scheme.
Yeah. And then later on, or the only one that is the heavy mech seems like it just has a shitload of health. Like it doesn't actually have shields. Damn it, dude.
Good work. Let's figure out what
So the strange thing is, I mean, I actually kind of feel like the moment-to-moment gameplay is kind of fun. Like, that's why I wanted to go back and record this again, is because when I first recorded it, I was like, boo. Boo, Anthem, boo. But then I kept playing it, and I was like, I don't know, this actually is kind of fun. The story's incomprehensible, but the actual mechanical gameplay between flying around and all the different abilities, it kind of works a little bit, right?
See, that's kind of how I feel about Destiny proper.
Yeah.
I think Destiny plays amazingly.
Yeah.
Everything is nonsensical as shit.
It's just the story, the whole, like, underground military organization story that's a little disconcerting. So there's some scorpions. None of them tell you to get over here, which is a damn shame.
None of them are tanks, though, right?
That's no, that's true. So we're going over to this Dominion camp. So far, the Dominion are the bad guys. Which again, I know that that there's a limited number of names that you can use for stuff, but like, I kind of feel like when you create a new sci-fi franchise, the first thing you should do is be like, is the name that we used for these guys already in some other fiction? And if the answer is yes, maybe think of something different, like the Hegemony or oh God. Okay,
I just want to play a game where the bad guys are just outright called the douchebags.
Ooh, fuck. Okay.
The douchebag. That's when the douchebags took over.
Shit. Shields are down. All right. Well, let's pop out my old super here. See if I can't get that turret.
Good.
Your super also recharges all your health. So,
cool.
Right now we're trying to get rid of these turrets. God damn it. So the first time that I went through this, I didn't really do any outfitting of my character, and so I kind of got my ass handed to me. Not
It
in
looks
this.
like I would have died immediately.
I mean, the fact is that I kind of already know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm frozen.
So yeah, let it go, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm trying. Apparently, what, you got to listen to that whole song in Kingdom Hearts or something?
Yeah, apparently, like, there's like some stuff going on with Sora in the middle of it. So yeah, I heard about that.
Okay.
But they actually got the voice actors from Frozen for that
shit.
one.
What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, they got like half the voice actors and half not the voice actors for that one. They got who they could,
Oh, shit. Okay.
but they got Jim Hanks to be Woody, so that's always cool.
Okay.
Like we were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 in the middle of that.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing is
I watched your guys' Kingdom Hearts 3 video, and I was just as confused as you guys were.
the thing about this game is that it does kind of suffer a little bit from that division. Like, you kind of get into this tunnel vision of just like, well, I need to shoot all these guys, and that's kind of more important than why I'm shooting all these guys. Starts to be a little bit like, okay, whatever. I mean, whatever reason you need me to shoot all these guys, I will shoot all these guys, Anthem. But it's, like, a lot of the gameplay trailers for this have focused on, like, just kind of how, like, cool looking and fun the action is. And that, it kind of is. Like, it kind of lives up to that idea. Oh, shit.
It looks great, first of all.
It actually reminded me that I've been comparing it to Destiny for so long, but what I feel like the better comparison is actually like Mass Effect 3. You know, when they finally started to kind of get their chops as far as action, right? Because like the action in Mass Effect 2 was like okay, but a little stodgy. Okay, so there's some loot. That's actual loot.
Well, it kind of reminds me of a little bit of the fastness that Uncharted battles have too.
Oh, like the multiplayer? Oh, okay.
Because like you're running around, like shit's just kind of everyone's shooting at you at once. You're just kind of figuring out things to do. But the amount of enemies as well. Like I get that vibe from that. Also, it's because you're in a jungle too. It's probably the part.
Oh yeah. So there's like a
this is the kind of stuff that from BioWare that I enjoy, kind of thing.
Oh, this is it.
Which I'm glad because I've been wanting this to be something I want to play.
You know, I think what it's really all going to come down to for me is going to be, is the story, does the story make sense? Because I can see myself playing this just for the action, but I feel like one of the reasons that I stopped playing The Division was because eventually the story got so loopy that I was like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care about what's going on, and there's only so many faceless drones. I mean, at least in this game, you don't have to kill a bunch of dudes what are in hoodies trying to steal food and like firefighters that want to burn stuff down or whatever the nutty, stupid story was for The Division.
Division's a strange.
So
series.
right now we got to let that little meter get all the way up. There it goes. So
Sending you the location of another Dominion camp.
So now we're going to go to the other Dominion camp, and this is the place where I kind of got boned last time. It was too hard. I was just like, it's too hard. It's too hard. And the reason it was too hard was because I didn't equip anything before we left.
Oh.
So I didn't even have like that shield ability. All I had was just my guns and the base abilities. And you know, as soon as I went back to the base and equipped the loot that I got and came back out, it was all fine. Are you fucking get out of here? The other comparison that I can kind of think of is like, hey, what if Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't a shit show?
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it kind of has this same like, you know, we're on an alien planet. There's all this hostile life. We're fighting it. You know, we've got some weird raiders that we're fighting, and there's like elder tech ruins and gear all over the place.
It's very Mass Effect. Very, very Mass Effect in that sort of way.
So, yeah.
With this cool Iron Man mixture into it.
I mean, I do. It's funny. I'm not used to not being able to fly this far because I got one of the mods that gives me armor, but it also like makes the heat on my flying go way slower.
Oh.
So it means that my characters can fly way farther. And then the elemental mech that I really, really like, actually, I think everybody really likes that one right now. Seems like it can fly almost forever, and it has like a better shield. So you just kind of hover in the air and then just rain down fire, lightning, and ice on everybody.
Okay.
All right, so this is where I got fucked. We'll see if I'm going to get fucked again. Put this out. Let's start off with a little bit of the super. Oh, shit, there's a... Oh, damn it. That was not what I wanted to do. So I didn't have the shield before.
That guy's a big one.
Oh, fuck.
You're out of ammo.
I'm out of ammo for my machine gun. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Whoa. You got right up in your face.
Oh, shit. There are a lot of these motherfuckers over here. So one of the things I do actually like a lot about the mech suit is that it does let you kind of get in and out quickly.
Which is definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
You're just out of ammo entirely, man?
No, I mean, I've got the pistol is actually functional. It's actually a decent enough weapon. It's kind of like a high damage, right, semi-auto. So you can see that I'm actually doing damage with it. It's just
a little disappointing that it just keeps saying out of ammo on the screen, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, one of those guys even dropped some ammo. I just didn't go pick it up. Let's see if
but it's just like, it's kind of frustrating because it might make you think that your pistol's out or something.
Oh, yeah. See, there's some ammo. Ooh. It's not as bad as... You know how in Destiny it's like you'll run out of super ammo all the time?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have that. Oh, okay, all right. How about a grenade? Eat grenades, stupids.
I'm really loving the animations that they do.
It's actually... See, the thing is that, again, I may release the other video to patrons, but, like, your specials recharge really quickly, so it's like you really do get a chance to kind of keep keep using the powerful weapons that you want to use, like over and over again.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And when I played it, I was really disheartened because of how I felt like I was. I got killed a whole bunch in this particular area, and I feel like it was because I didn't know how to play the game yet. Oh shit!
Better
Oh fuck! Speaking of which,
run away!
Oh, give my shield up. But then when I kind of like learned like that you can't just kind of stand and deliver with this mech, you gotta kind of run away and be tactical with your considerations. And you guys are all just standing over there, huh? I mean, you guys got feet and everything. You could run over here, but I'll take the opportunity. I'll take the W. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do that. That's boring. It's boring. I really need to get my...
It's a legitimate strategy.
Get my...
You're just camping. It's fine.
Special backup. Hey, there's some health. So the health that I lost, boom, some of it's back.
I really need a better TV, because I would have never noticed that was health.
A better what?
A better TV.
Oh.
Because that health symbol is really small.
Yeah. Oop, shit. Come on, kill that guy. Kill the
My tax refund is stupid low this year.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked
Really?
at how low it was, yeah.
Oh, but I thought we all sacrificed everything so that we could have lower taxes. That was the whole thing,
not.
right?
Yeah.
No? Oh,
I'm only getting like 500.
Oh, okay.
It's very strange.
Hey, you can get my TV for 500.
I got mad at my roommate because he's like, I'm only getting $1,000. I'm so sad now. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Well, hey, look on the bright side. You could owe the government several $1,000s. That's what Jeff gets to do.
That's true. I could owe money.
I mean, like
I technically owe somebody money.
We'll probably be owing the government somewhere between $7,000 and $10,000 this year. So
Fun.
Look on the bright side. $500 don't seem like a bad. You got something.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although I still owe money to some governments, I guess. Some government stuff. Yeah, I accidentally took like a little bit out of unemployment when I wasn't supposed to, apparently.
Oh.
So I owe them like $100, but their fucking payment system is archaic as shit. They're like, you have to mail it in a money order or a check.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, dude, it's 2019. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, let me play online, you fucking wing-wangs. Okay, hold on.
It's like, I've had the money to pay it off like constantly, and then I just forget every time.
Yeah.
Because I don't have checks, for one, and two, I don't know where to get a money order right now.
Money order? God.
Yeah, I have to either do a check or a money order. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck,
What are you buying,
guys?
like greatest hits of the 80s, volume 4 or whatever?
On eBay in 1994.
Are you part of the Columbia Record House, or like what the shit is all that about?
I don't know. Apparently our government is stupid.
Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go.
Or at least our unemployment benefit side is stupid.
Okay, so, let's get another one. Kill this motherfucker. I got it. Okay, so, good. That was, I could not get past that part the last time that I played, so I'm very happy.
Good job.
That we're at least able to do that. Let's see here. If we're really lucky, we'll get to the most bullshit part of this this whole demo,
Is there security on this one too?
which is some bullshit, and I'm not going to say it's not some bullshit. Where are you guys teleporting in? Is it over here? Okay. I want to stay inside the circle. Pop a shield. I played a little bit. I played one of the raids with some other people, and as you could be expected, it tends to moderate from like shit show to ultra shit show and then back again. In some of the trailers, they've actually had the boss that's in this raid. It's like a gigantic scorpion, gigantic in a big cave underground.
Oh, okay.
Which is, I mean, it's fine. I've never been the biggest fan in all of these types of games, these types of Destiny, Division, online kind of shooters. I've never really been the biggest fan of the raids, of like the end game content.
Yeah.
It just kind of feels like you're just grinding for loot, which seems in direct contrast to the story. To like, we got to save the rec center, right? And then it's like, I need loot, motherfuckers.
The Galactic Rec Center.
Right.
Those
Okay.
avatar-ass fucking aliens.
Let's go into a little free fall here. Superhero landing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, God, I'm really glad that this game is looking as good as it is. Because I was really worried for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on, like I said, how does it play as it continues. It'll like the minute-to-minute gameplay seems like it's fine. Again, if the story is too incomprehensible, you will see what I mean at the end of what we're doing right here when I say incomprehensible story.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we already know that guy. He wants us to get the manifold, the Paul manifold, because it's it's going to make things better, I guess, is his whole thing. Like,
It's going to fold things a lot
yeah,
on top of each other.
again, just like that Futurama episode with the
Exactly.
benders. I don't like these guys because they remind me of the wizards from Destiny.
Did they
Like
come
a
from the moon,
lot.
though? Yeah, they basically are them, though.
I do like the fact that when you break their shields, they fall to the ground,
I think that's kind of fun.
and then you just fucking hit him again. Oh
Did
yeah,
they come from the moon is my only thing.
wizards from the moon. It's from the moon.
I'm still bummed out they took that out of the actual game.
Is it not still there?
It was only in the alpha, apparently.
Oh really?
They took it's.
They were
it
like-
was in nothing else after that.
It was so stupid that we beta tested it and then went, nah, bro.
That was the thing, is they didn't even beta test it. They alpha tested it, and they thought it was too dumb, and they took it out of the beta. It was kind of amazing. But they should have kept it, because it was like one of the more interesting things about that game.
Yeah.
And then they're like, nope, we're gonna be boring. It's like, sure, I guess.
You should be locked safe.
So we're trying to unlock this,
You can explore in peace.
and this is the part that I don't like very much.
But there's some kind of barrier around it.
It's linked to the entire Shaper structure.
So you've got these things that you're supposed to
You must break the link.
it's basically a code, right? You use these things, they change to different things, right? And the only way to really know that, which they don't really tell you, because I spent about 10 minutes trying to do this, is that the symbols are like hidden around them. So
Oh.
like that one is this one, but they don't really indicate that to you, and
No, they didn't.
They're hidden really weirdly. Like this one over here is actually hidden like there. It's the purple one.
That's fucking weird.
So
But why, though?
I don't know. It was one of those things where I'm sure that there was some clever thing, because see, I was looking, when you look in this chamber, I was looking all around. Are there glyphs on the wall?
Yeah.
Is there like an inscription on the floor? Are there like dots over here that I need to translate?
Some
And it-
Riddler trophy shit.
Yeah,
type shit.
and it was like, nah, bro, they're just projected on the wall, like those lazy people Christmas lights nowadays. Like, see, there's the red one is up there. So then you turn this
I
one.
love
to the
how those
red.
kept getting stolen at some point.
Oh, are people taking them?
Yeah, because they're really easy to take. They're just projectors that are shoved in the ground. So
Yep.
you just plop it out and run off with it.
I mean, if people are going to take your fucking Amazon boxes off your doorstep, then yeah. All right, so here we got the manifold,
Got it.
Hooray!
and now
Believe it, we did it. See you soon.
to be honest, that was the longest part of when I played this before. Was trying to
Oh.
figure out this last part.
It's fair, though, because this shit's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is kind of bullshit.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the puzzles in Mass Effect were a little bit easier than that.
It gave you hints, at least, like, for everything.
Well, I was also hoping that if I just wandered around, looking around enough, that the game would take pity on me and be like, freelancer, maybe look on the ceilings or on the walls for, like, colored glyphs. Or just, give me the answer, because this is a game about shooting and getting loot, not solving. This isn't the fucking Obra Dinn, all right?
It's a Scooby-Doo mystery is what it is. Got another mystery on our hands, gang.
All right, so whenever you do stuff, it... I just switched to my other account, so it's kind of like my weird, dumb username.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
So you get a bunch of XP for every mission. You level up. The demo caps out at 15, I believe. But then you get a bunch of loot. So right here's like some better guns. Here's a grenade launcher,
Oh, cool.
which I actually can't use, but the heavy mech can. Here's a scout, melee inscription. So this is like those passive bonuses.
Oh, okay.
And then you have like sniper rifles. So the different, and then you can salvage those, and you can craft new stuff with the salvage. The way that it works is that like there's like a bunch of different components for making the thing, and then when you get like if you salvage like a green gun, I don't forget, like an uncommon, right?
Uh-huh.
It gives you like one uncommon chit, and it takes like 4 or 5 of those to make another uncommon gun. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. Let's go talk to Mateus, and then I don't know, maybe take one of the other mechs out for a little free play quick spin, and then we'll wrap it up here, because I don't know. I feel like a better example of this game than before.
Blarg.
So yeah, I'm not a big. I think I left all the motion blur and everything on.
Yeah, you kind of just went straight into it. So, oh god, that hurts the eyes.
I can already see the cosmetics. They give you that 115. See the little dollars up there.
Oh, okay.
That you can use to unlock different like cosmetic pieces.
Everything's 25 in this demo.
Yep. So here we go. Now you can see what the manifold does. You ready?
Matthias,
Hello, hello, hello.
here's the manifold.
Also, I figured if they were gonna do
Looks like an abacus.
It's much smaller than expected.
Now I can do my taxes. Yeah.
Joel's not gonna hurt it. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is or why he needs this thing or what he's trying to do with it. And then what it does to him is like I feel like one of those Metal Gear guards, like a question mark came up over my head.
You hit that switch?
Also, I figured if they were going to have anybody in the demo, it would have been that fat guy that they're always showing off.
Hit it again?
It's not attached to
Just me,
anything,
or
though.
is nothing happening?
Okay, easy, easy.
It's the things on the side, apparently. I don't know what. I don't know.
This is here. Yeah. This is here. I mean, the connections are right. I know.
You gotta turn it on and off
This is
again.
a tried and true technique.
Everybody knows what you're going to do, buddy.
Never
Don't.
fails to.
Matthias?
Well, this is new. Incredible. Shove off, Hansie. What went awry? We struck the manifold.
Oh,
Manifold definition, amplification, or
that's Superman Red and Blue
multiplication.
from Electric Superbad.
Okay, if that's your frame of reference, I got Red Dwarf. You got Superman. Yep.
Multiplication. You're
Or maybe even Multiplicity.
Please what happened.
The Multiplicity clones, but there's no normal Michael Keaton.
Function of
The manifold divided you?
I don't like this.
What's strange though is this appears to be like a side quest, or at least as near as I can tell, because it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the quote unquote the anthem or like
Yeah.
the bad guy or
The
anything.
Dominion soldiers in the ruin, there were 3. Do you think the manifold affected them too?
3 Dominion soldiers? The same soldier.
I'm not sure.
We have to go check. Agreed. Any information will help. Wait! What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
You answer the age-old question: is it masturbation or is it sex? I'm just saying.
If you have a three-way with yourself,
Focus.
I mean, how does that even what is that classified as?
Exactly.
Anyway, it's a little strange because
It's not weird.
like there's a weird dissonance that I like to talk about for a second about like this guy with his like cyber Persian library or whatever.
It's very strange.
Like getting split into 3 sci-fi people, but he's wearing this weird tunic and these like dirty boots, and then like
All right, pick a name. I'll be Maddie. Fine, Sumner.
okay, never mind. They just want to listen to this guy. What really sucks is that if you don't stick around to listen to that, all 3 of them get on the radio to you later on, and it's just like, I'm sorry, what? And it's like, this is Maddie. And I'm like, who? I was barely paying attention when there was only one of you. So anyway, there's 3 different missions that solve that for this guy, and by the end of it, you know, spoiler alert, he's one person. So, before we leave,
I kind of want to watch Multiplicity now. If anyone's not seen that movie, you should watch that movie.
you and John should get together and have yourself a multiplicity marathon.
Fucking love Michael Keaton.
Sure, he'd be down for that. Okay, so before we leave, let's jump into the Forge.
I feel like me, Matt, and John are just Michael Keaton's characters in that movie.
So first off, you can see that like okay, well, the like in the straight up weapons category, like okay, now we have some better weapons. So this shotgun is 12. This marksman rifle is 12, right? Like so you can equip 2 different weapons, and great, there you go. Now I've got a shotgun instead of a dumb crappy weapon. And then here in the components, we got some new components. This isn't quite as much good stuff as I really wanted, but like, you know, you kind of get the idea. Let's see if we can unlock some of the other javelins. No? Really? That's weird. No, that's weird.
Yeah, javelate that javelin.
Wait, hold on. Maybe I can do it. Hold on.
You have to unlock something?
I might be able to do it. There's like a separate, not in this menu, but in the. I might have to go talk to this lady over here. This is where you normally you can go into the forge from there, or you can come over here and you can talk to So this lady actually has.
Did you expect me in more pieces than one?
You can make some dialogue
I trust you've
choices.
Oh, okay.
Always good to give your javelin the once over after a run. What have you done this time?
So right, you could. Not exactly the Paragon Renegade system,
No,
but
I never would have guessed.
I just want to be sure everything's in order.
Where are you looking?
That's what I like to hear.
yeah, she for some reason is. I'm getting
Can't be too
some Andromeda vibes off of her face.
She keeps looking to the left or the right, and look at me. I'm right here.
Can't argue with that.
Why would you? If you're running headfirst into chaos, may as well be comfy.
I like the way you think.
I have my moments.
Where are you looking? I can't figure it
I'll
out.
checks while you're off.
Look at me! Look at me!
Why don't you look at me during?
So we'll jump into here real fast. The one thing I am going to definitely stick to my guns about the whole is that the amount of loading that you do in this game. Nope. Okay, that's weird. Apparently, I don't know what I did before, but I just unlocked some stuff, and
We're probably nicer to her.
maybe. So yeah, here you can craft different weapons. Like I said, I have all the parts to craft a weapon right there, but then as you up the rarity, you need the
I see.
the different embers. So
I will remember.
yeah. Let's tell you what, let's just jump out into free play real fast and we'll wrap it up there. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, I wish I could show you some of the other mechs because they all play kind of differently.
I'm just glad this game is working after what happened last time.
I hope that
95% loading boss has now been defeated.
Yes, I hope that they have. I hope that the story isn't garbage, because that's what I'm really afraid of. Is that the story will be just a big bag of dicks.
It could go either way, though.
Yeah.
Based on the trailers, it's a very generic, like magical artifact. Bad guy has magical artifact kind of thing.
For all of the flack that Mass Effect Andromeda got for the way that it looked and the combat systems and bugs and stuff like that,
like most of the game.
Yeah, I just couldn't really get into the base story of Andromeda, where it was the very first. It's you're the Pathfinder. It's they had to. I was really kind of miffed that they had to come up with the Shepherd, right? It's well, you're the Pathfinder. No, wait, your dad was the Pathfinder, and you're the Pathfinder's kid. Now everybody thinks that you're supposed to be the Pathfinder because your dad made a magical computer that's in your head, and there's this army of weird aliens and question mark, and it was what? I mean, I like the first Mass Effect where it was cyber. Oh. Cyber squids from the future are coming to fuck you. You must defeat them. And it was I understand that reference.
Yeah, plus you're a cop and stuff. Everything makes sense from the get-go.
Yes.
Whereas with Mass Effect Andromeda, it's you gotta go explore. It was the Star Trek mission for some reason, but not really.
Right.
The go explore out things, but not really. It was just I didn't understand what you wanted them to do. I don't know.
For me, I kind of understood it. It just wasn't very compelling. It was too convoluted. And Destiny, I feel has a story that could be too convoluted if they ever bothered to tell it to you. But instead, they're just go to this point and shoot everything. And you're yes, sir, can do.
Would you kindly shoot everything, Harry? I'm cool with that.
Right. So the question becomes, but then with Destiny, I get after I beat the major campaign of Destiny, I'm just okay, now I'm done with that. I don't need to play this game anymore because I'm done.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of and I got nothing from it kind of thing.
Right. So
at least when I beat Halo, I know what happened at the end of Halo.
But see, I just don't. Okay, just. So I think it remains to be seen. What I don't think this is going to be, though, Michael, is Mass Effect. I don't think seems like it's an entirely different thing than what we were getting out of Mass Effect in the Mass Effect universe.
Well, I'm okay with that, mostly because of the fact that it's a big old multiplayer thing. Like, it has to be different than Mass Effect.
Yeah, I still kind of feel like it's putting on Mass Effect airs in the whole, like, I don't know, kind of like big futuristic RPG thing, but
It wants to have that sweet Destiny money.
Yeah.
Which is a strange thing to say when you think about it, but it's trying.
Considering that Destiny 2 performed so poorly that Activision jettisoned Bungie and that franchise out to go do their own thing.
They just like threw it out. They're like, we don't need this.
It's kind of like when by the time that Bethesda got done making Elder Scrolls Online, where they were like, MMOs are the future, and then it's like, our game's coming out next year, and it's just like, we're all on MOBAs now. That's all right.
Good luck with that stuff, though. And even
Blizzard...
the MOBAs like that failed horribly.
Oh yeah, everything that wasn't like League or Dota. Yeah,
I tried playing the DC one. And
there's like a Transformers one, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Like a DC one, a Transformers one. I think they were working on a Marvel one at one point.
There's like 100 free-to-play ones that were all out there.
It was really saturated.
Mm-hmm.
I figured the DC one had a small chance because it was trying to do something slightly different. But
what was that game that was like a 4-on-4 like Team Batman and Team Joker multiplayer, like
I know what it's called.
Gotham City Heroes or something
it's
like
Gotham
that.
City something. It was
remember that thing?
Stupid as fuck.
You remember them pimping it out? Like for months they were just like, this is gonna be the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, when Arkham Origins was coming out, that was also the other thing that they were doing.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll wrap it up here, but basically now we're kind of this is just free range, free roam out in the world. You can see that if you look at the map, you've got these entrances to these are like kind of caves full of enemies, but then there's also public events that you'll find outside. I do like the fact that when you're close to the water, it's cooled. Your mech suit gets cooled, so you can technically fly like super close to the water and kind of fly forever.
Gotham City Imposters.
City Imposters.
That was going to bug me all day if I didn't find out.
It's not that important. So, okay, here's a...
I had to know, I'm sorry.
Here's a public event.
Are you just getting shot at by random people or just enemies?
So, search for the vault. So these things tend to come up relatively... so there's a vault. This might be a capture the flag thing. I get the feeling... Well, I don't know what this is.
It's a magic rock.
Okay.
It's green, so you know what, Jim Carrey had something to do with it.
Oh. Okay. Is it like a race? Okay, there's one over there. I'm running through globes right now, so the scars can wait. Alexander Skarsgård can wait.
I'm getting Superman 64 vibes right about now.
7. Where's the last one, Michael?
Shit, I don't know.
You see it? There it is. It's over there.
On the
bottom. And 8. There we go. Did it.
Back to the vault.
Activate.
Time to put those frequencies to work.
Oh.
Stay close.
Okay, so now they're going to come at me. Scars are a different faction than the ones that I was fighting before. They have a few different kind of tricks up their sleeve.
That one's got a giant shield.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't realize there was an enforcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a big incinerator on their arm.
Christ almighty.
This one's actually being very nice.
There's a lot of guys there.
Yep. How about a grenade? That helps with lots of guys. So anyway, yeah, this has been Anthem. Like I said, I think it seems better than I kind of like thought. Oh God,
it's definitely better than what most of us were looking at it. Because every time we saw gameplay on this, we could care less. We couldn't care less, basically.
Yeah,
we were just like, fuck, man, like, what is this? But now it's like, okay, I kind of get what you're doing here.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, it's what, like a little bit less than a month before it comes out. So all right, I completed the world event. Huzzah! Oh, and then I get a chest.
Hooray! So, I think.
Yeah, it gives you some loot. I kind of wish. I mean, I don't like the amount of amount of loading where you have to like go back to the You have to go back to the hub in order to like get any of the rewards that you got.
Oh, okay.
Like you can't see what the rewards are until you go back to the hub. And then just like Destiny, you got like shit out in the world that you can harvest. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hey, if you're not part of the Rage Select Discord, you're missing out, man. I'm trying to give everybody a little bit of like some cool free stuff that you don't normally get every week. Last night, I gave everybody some early access to some of the Patreon bonus videos that we made this week. God, fuck, no. You know what? You're going to get it. You're going to get it,
Jesus
Brute.
Christ.
Look, you're going to fucking get it. Watch. This is what's going to happen to you now. Fucking Tony Stark.
Jesus, that was brutal.
Yeah, so if you haven't signed up, be part of our Discord group. Patreon.com/Rage Select. If you give $5, and that's with a $5 like limit, like if just $5 a month, and you get access to our Discord and come hang out with us. It's a great time. We've been trying to do some nice stuff for the folks on the Discord server. So hey, if you want to get some bonus, then double bonus Discord server. Also, we have some Amazon links. So if you are going to be buying Anthem, do it through the Amazon links on our website. We get a little piece of that, and maybe I'll be able to hit this guy with my gun. Let's see.
Alien porcupines.
Michael, where can the people find you that are when you're not here?
You can find me on oneofus.net as well as Geek Bombast with John Sitton.
There you go. What was the last you guys just did on Geek Bombast? You guys did an in-depth review of all the DC stuff, right?
Well, all the ones that are connected now, the DC animated ones, because I saw Reign of the Supermen, and so we decided to talk about all of the connected stuff, and it was an interesting look into it, I guess. We didn't realize how many were kind of strange and how many were not. I don't know. It's a good universe, kind of. I don't know. It's half of it's kind of neat.
Okay.
All the Superman stuff's fine.
Fair enough. Join us back here tomorrow. We're going to have another brand new game, and then later when Anthem comes out, we'll be looking at it a little bit more fully. I mean, from the very beginning, see how the game is. But so far, it's better than a kick in the nuts. That's all I'll say. Bye.